Yo, what up, you little gangbangers? So, today I want to do like a controversial video, I guess. I want to talk about why I am pro choice on the issue of abortion. Go ahead, mama. Damn, I hope I never have health problems like that to where I'm like struggling to cross the street just because I'm so overweight. Dude, I gotta stop, man. Because, it's just a hop, skip, and a jump until you end up like fucking morbidly obese like that, dude. But, anyways, I want to talk about why I support abortion, why I support pro choice. A few years ago, I was like hardcore right wing, I was hardcore conservative, and I still hold a lot of right wing beliefs politically. I do, except for this one, to the point where I think people that are pro life are pretty fucking shut up. Fucking thing. There's like a loose piece on my sun visor and it rattles, dude. It's fucking annoying, dude. This is a new car, and it has that little piece of shit right there, dude. This little defect. It's so annoying. So I'm not talking about the ethics. Well, I guess you could talk about ethics, but I'm gonna come at it from a different standpoint. Okay. This is something that people don't really talk about when it comes to the issue of abortion, of pro-life, pro-choice. The sun's out again. It's going to be in my face. Is this, okay? Fuck. It's too low for the sun visor. I'm going to get hit with the sun. Fuck it. So, this is the reason why I'm pro-choice. Just imagine if we lived in a world that was pro-life, that was truly pro-life, to where abortion was illegal and there was no abortions allowed. You know how much of a problem that would be on society? You know how hard it would be to do something simple like go and see a doctor or, go into the DMV. You think that the line at the DMV is long now. Just imagine if you had all these motherfuckers that were born, all these lives, all these babies, right, that were born. Let's just say we didn't abort them. Let's just say we didn't throw them in the shredder, right? And we actually gave birth to all these people. You know how bad, how much of a strain there would be on our society, on resources, on simple shit like our freeways, calling 911, when you need to get an ambulance to your house, the fire department, the essential services, food, going to the grocery store. If we had all these motherfuckers that were born, right, all these fucking people, that it's too much. There'd be way too many people. It would be totally unsustainable, if you ask me. It wouldn't work. Dude, that sun is fucking right there, bro. The sun is just telling you, like, hey, fuck you. It's the afternoon, and I'm gonna fuck up your day. The sun, right? Jesus Christ. This is something that people don't talk about on the issue of abortion. These pro-lifers, right? It's like, oh, conception starts in the womb or whatever. I don't know. Life starts during conception. I don't know what these big fucking words are. I'm fucking retarded. And I think these pro-lifers are retarded. They just know how to use bigger words than I do. Okay? That's the only difference between me and these pro-lifers. And even, I get it. Like I said, a few years ago, I was hardcore right-wing. I fell down a right-wing rabbit hole. When I was really figuring out where I stood politically, I didn't know anything about politics until Trump ran in 2015 for his first campaign, for his first term. I didn't know anything about left versus right. I didn't know anything about, I knew Democrats and Republicans, but I wasn't politically inclined like that. I just didn't know about this type of shit, And when I found out, and when I was learning about politics, I found myself on the right. To this day, I'm still on the right. I'm pro-gun. I believe I should be able to walk into a store and just show my ID and my social security card, and I should be able to walk out of the store with a gun and ammunition, even something like an AK-47, like a shotgun. I should even be able to saw it off, right? We should have straight freedom. There should be no infringements on the Second Amendment. I think that the Second Amendment is firearms, right? Yeah. What else? I support the death penalty. I even support corporal punishment. You know, I'm pretty right wing, except on the issue of abortion. Okay. Now, here's another thing. This is where it gets kind of controversial, but if we're going to be honest, it's the truth. Now, for me, it has nothing to do with race. It doesn't. They say abortion affects people that are of low education and that are in poverty, like poor people. It affects uneducated poor people more than it affects affluent people who have money, right? So if that's the case, if we're going to be honest, I know this sounds brutal, but if we're going to be completely honest, do we really want more of those people in society? Do we really want more broke people that are going to be like a welfare strain, that are going to raise taxes because we have to support these fucking bums that don't want to go to work? They want to leech off the system. They're too fucking retarded to go to work because they're just too dumb. Their brain is just not there because they were probably born out of, like, I don't know, incest in a trailer park or something. You know what I mean? Do we really want more people like that in society? Do we really want more people like that in society? I don't. I mean, these are the uneducated. Fuck, dude. Gotta clear my throat. Uneducated poor people. These are the people that are breaking into your car. These are the people that are robbing you on the street. These are the people that are burglarizing your home, that are breaking into your home, right? These are criminals. These are people that we're going to have to pay to house in our prisons. These are people that are going to victimize you on the street. Like I said, they're going to rob you. These are criminals right here. These are the street gangs that sell drugs, that do drive-bys, and just all this. These are just people that we shouldn't want to have in society. Like, if we could avoid having them in prison by just aborting them from the beginning, I think that's a good thing. This is why I'm like, when I really sit back and think about it, I get where the pro-life people are coming from, and it makes sense because they're hardcore, like, religious fundamentalists. They're like hardcore Christians. You know, in my opinion, I think like hardcore churchgoers, they seem like they're in a cult, like no different than the Jonestown or Jamestown cult. You know, those people that went off from San Francisco to that island and they drank Kool-Aid and killed themselves. When I hear hardcore like Christians or Catholics, they sound just like that, right? Like their cult leader is Jesus, and they're just fucking crazy, if you ask me, right? But yeah, that's where I stand on abortion. This is something that people totally skip. They talk about, oh, it's my body, my choice. What else? They say, like, they argue if it's actually a heartbeat or not, if it's a life form or not. Who gives a fuck about any of that? Who gives a fuck? I don't give a fuck, right? Like, I get it. There's some fucking fucked up people out there that go around getting pregnant and they have abortions throughout the year. Just get your tubes tied. You know, I don't know, right? I don't know. And on the issue of a chick having an abortion, look, here's the thing. This is another reason why you should support abortion. All you pro-life people that don't like people having abortions, well, what if the lady that's having all of these abortions, what if she was aborted and she wasn't around? Wouldn't that solve your problem right there? If you guys don't like people who have abortions, well, what if that person that's having an abortion was aborted from the jump? Problem solved, right? I mean, seriously, dude. When I'm sitting in traffic on the 405 in LA, on 880 in the Bay Area, right, wherever I'm at, dude, on all these freeways, on Highway 5, 101, if you're like one of these cross-country drivers and you're on the 80 or 10 or whatever, and you're sitting in traffic, there's all of these accidents, right? And you go to the grocery store and there's a long-ass line, dude. What's up with these lines at fucking Walmart, dude? Even at the self-checkouts. There's just way too many fucking people, dude. There's way too many people. And people are nasty, dude. They fucking spit on the ground. They stink. A lot of people don't have good hygiene. They end up on drugs, homeless on the street, and they fucking smell, dude. And fucking humans are nasty, you know? They pollute the environment. They produce garbage. Humans produce garbage. Do this experiment, okay? Just you watching this video. Tomorrow, from sun up to sundown, from when you wake up to when you go to sleep, keep a bag with you, right? And put all your garbage in there. And watch how big that bag gets at the end of the day. You'll realize, like, fuck, me just on my day to day, I produce so much garbage. Everything, wrappers to like banana peels and fucking clothes and just, even like when you go and take a shit, put that in the bag and you'll realize how much garbage, like not the shit, but the toilet paper, you'll realize how much waste, how much garbage a human being produces compared to, like, I don't know, who's a predator? Like a lion, a tiger, a mountain lion. The garbage they produce, they don't really produce garbage. They shit, but the bugs eat it. They leave a dead carcass when they're done hunting. But, the scavengers, like the vultures and the crows, they come down and eat it. And the bugs eat it. It gets recycled back into the earth. Us humans, we just produce garbage. And we buy cars, and we produce traffic, and we produce fucking war and school shooters, and fucking we produce people that smell like shit and they don't take a shower. We produce fucking prison. We don't need more fucking people being born. We don't. We just don't, bro. If someone wants to have an abortion, they should definitely have access to that. Because we don't need more motherfuckers around, dude. When I'm sitting in traffic, this is another reason why I support the mass deportations. Okay? I don't really give it. Like, I'm Mexican, and, I get it. I'm proud of my race. I'm proud that I'm Mexican. I think my ethnicity, my race, my people, my gente, my raza is beautiful. I think our women are the most beautiful women on the planet, Latina women. Our culture, our Aztec culture is beautiful. But at the end of the day, if you're going to be honest, what are Mexicans? Mexicans are just fucking people. Latinos, Hispanics, whatever you want to call us, we're just fucking people. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Mexican, whatever. These are just fucking people. And what do people do? When I'm sitting in traffic, when I'm on the 405 and it stopped, and I'm taking 2 hours to go to fucking like Hollywood to like Rosecrans or to like Long Beach or something or whatever, Torrance, right? And it's taking just that 2 hour stretch by Culver City through Santa Monica and the airport and all that. You know what I'm thinking when I'm looking around at all these motherfuckers on the freeway? I'm thinking about, dude, how many of these people are not even supposed to be here that are like illegal aliens and they're here and they're causing traffic, right? And how many more of these motherfuckers could have we just aborted if we had like mass access to abortion? Maybe that would free up some of this traffic that I'm sitting in, right? When I'm at the gas station and I'm waiting in line to buy like a can of Coke or a water or a bag of chips, and there's this dumb motherfucking cash register guy, this cashier that's so friendly and that's having a deep, meaningful conversation with the asshole who's buying a bag of chips when there's a big fucking line and I'm in the back of the line. You know what I'm looking? I'm looking at the cashier like, motherfucker. Do we really need to talk about politics and, the world economics right here when you got this fucking line that's going into the aisle, right? And I got to scoot because someone else is trying to get some chips that are right here, and then they're going to be in line too, and here you are having a conversation. This motherfucker, dude, get out of the store. Shut up. Let him buy the bag of chips and move this fucking line, dude. Let me get out of here, right? Dude, people, that's another thing that people produce, stupidity. Dumb shit like that. We don't need more fucking people. We don't. And just imagine, like I said, just imagine if we lived in a world where there was no abortion. Huh. If you wouldn't be able to call the cops. The cops would just have that much of a strain. It would be impossible to get cops to come to your door. We'd probably have to legalize murder just to protect yourself or something at that point. Because there would just be way too many fucking people. Society wouldn't work without abortion. It wouldn't. There would just be way too many fucking people. So that's my take on it. I'm definitely pro-choice. I think these pro-life people, they definitely got it wrong. And yeah, I mean, if them too, If we could produce less of them, then that's good. By aborting them, that's good. If we could produce less liberals, you know, these social justice warriors that are just so cringy and fucking pathetic and annoying, if we could produce less of them too, that's awesome, right? If we could produce less people that are going to be coming over our border, that's awesome. Abort them, deport them. There's way too many fucking people in our country. We need to abort these people and deport these people. Get them out. Get them out. Dude, we are full. Our country is full. Bro, when it takes you 2 hours to get to somewhere that's only like 20 minutes away and you're sitting in traffic for 2 hours, there's way too many fucking people. I mean, eventually, like that movie Idiocracy, when they had the garbage crisis, that's going to be a real thing. That's why I'm pro-choice. That's the video for today. Just something to think about. Peace out.